People are asking, why would UMG want the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef to stop? Here's the reason why. Urban Legend Will Evans, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, bro. We have Drake's record deal right here in front of us. Now, I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm going to show you guys what it is, and I'm going to break it down for you guys on what it means. But I want to show you guys something that was interesting that Steve Stout said. When Drake was going for negotiation for his contract in 2020, Steve Stout, who's a music industry executive, he said this about Drake's about Drake's free agency. He said, Drake is about to get the biggest bag in the history of the music business by far. You think that if Drake right now, completely independent, if Drake posts a picture on the gram of his new album with a link in bio, new album out, and he was fully independent, Drake would make $10 million a week for 60 weeks. Steve Stout also said, if Drake goes independent, the music business is over. Drake has the bargaining power to negotiate a net profit split with the best deal, blah, 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 blah. Now, that's what was said. So that tells you guys how important it was to get a deal done for Universal Music Group with Drake. So they did get a deal done. And we have it right here in front of us. I want to give it to you guys, and I want to break it down. This is what the article says. This is from AOL.com. They reported what Drake's record deal was. It says, after rampant speculation about a bidding war for his services, Drake appears to have finalized a mega deal with Universal Music Group that can net him $400 million when it's all said and done. An official figure has yet to be disclosed. According to industry insiders, the deal will cover Drake's recordings, publishing, merchandise, and visual media projects. I'm going to break all those down in a second. All four of those are different, and I'm going to break them down in a second what that means. It says, in a report by Variety, the news of the agreement was confirmed on Tuesday, May 3rd by UMG, Universal Music Group chairman, Sir Lucian Grange. So Lucian Grange confirmed that this is the record deal that Drake got. $400 million for his recordings, publishing, merchandise, and visual media projects. That's what Drake gave up. They gave him $400 million for that. And this is a similar deal to what The Weeknd got, is what the article says. So let's break this down, bro. What does that mean? If you don't know the music business, you got to understand that this is a 360 deal, essentially. This is essentially, you give up everything that pertaining to your likeness. We want to own it, but we're going to give you $500 million. And that's what Drake did. So let's break it down one by one. Recordings. Drake's recordings, publishing, merchandise, and visual media project. Recordings is anything that he get on the mic and say. If Drake get on the mic and rap, if Drake get on the mic and sing, if Drake get on the mic and poopity scoop, like Kanye West, they own that. All that music, Drake don't own his own music. So when you guys see Kendrick Lamar is able to go and say, you know what, all the YouTubers, y'all can make money off my music, bro. I ain't tripping. I'm taking all the copyrights down. Y'all go ahead and make all that money. That was a big middle finger to the industry because Kendrick Lamar he has the power because he owns his music to be able to say, everybody can make money off my music right now. Drake don't have that power because he don't own his music. So that was, when Kendrick did that, that was a big middle finger to the industry to kind of, it was a flex. It was a flex on Drake. Like, bro, I don't even got to get paid off of all my music. And I'm still, you feel what I'm saying? I'm for the culture. So that was the flex that Kendrick Lamar did. So Drake can't do that because they own his recordings, his music recordings, right? Now, publishing. Publishing is the ability to license the music out. What does that mean? When we hear Kendrick Lamar song on TNT during the NBA playoffs, right? That's licensing. UMG owns Kendrick Lamar's publishing, right? And I don't know if they own 100% of it, but I know they have a percentage of Kendrick Lamar's publishing. So both Drake and Kendrick have deals with UMG, but Kendrick's deal is a publishing deal, not directly, you know what I mean? They don't own everything Kendrick has. They own everything Drake has. Big difference. So when people say, why would UMG want to get involved? The label making money regardless, because they have a longer term investment in Drake. When all this is said and done, they don't want these allegations to hurt Drake's career. Yeah, they like the battle. They like the streaming money. They like what they're making in the short term. But in the long term, from a business perspective, they don't want Drake's image to be tarnished to the point where they can't make money off him in the future, because we just gave him $400 million in 2022. That was 2 years ago. So we're trying to still recoup our money and make some more. We can't have his image tarnished and the product that we just bought be worthless, essentially. So they need Drake to kind of win this beef or come out, a little more clean than what he's been coming out lately. So that's the reason why. People like, oh, the label will make money regardless. No. Yes, they will make money in the short term regardless. In the long term, it hurts them very badly if Drake doesn't if he loses his career behind all these allegations, man. So his publishing, that's licensing the music out. So if you hear a song on a movie, if you hear a song on TV, a commercial, well, whoever want to pay to use one of these artists' song on their project or whatever is going on, that's what publishing is. UMG owns that too from Drake. Merchandise. So when y'all see them OVO Jordans, when you see the OVO Nikes, this is why people are saying, or not people, this is why the reports are saying, Drake has a Nike deal. And, when they saying that UMG wants Kendrick Lamar to apologize because Nike is calling and the NFL is calling and all these major corporations are calling, that's why, bro. Because Drake has a merchandise deal with UMG. So they own his merchandise too. So when y'all see the OVO sweaters and the owl, all the, merch and stuff like that, and you see the OVO Jordans, yeah, they own that. UMG owns that. They gave Drake $400 million so they can own that too. So that's a big part of it too, because Nike is gonna call and they have some say so in what's going on between Kendrick and Drake because of that, right? And visual media projects. Visual media projects. So that means music videos, that means interviews. This is why we don't see no whole bunch of interviews from Drake. Interviews, your music videos, if he does a film project, anytime you get on camera and it's not music related, but you just did a visual media project, not visual music project, not just music videos, visual media project. Anytime you get on camera, we own that too. His whole life is owned by UMG. Now, they gave him $400 million, so they're supposed to get something back for $400 million on a business level. But also it restricts him a lot. And from what I'm hearing, this ain't confirmed, but I've seen reports that Drake is required to put out 2 albums a year. People think that Drake drops all the time and they give Kendrick a lot of backlash. Like, why don't Kendrick drop? Kendrick can drop when he want. He drops once every 3 or 4 or 5 years because he has the freedom to. You know what I mean? Drake don't have that freedom. They gave you $400 million, they expecting something from you. So if you don't think that the industry has a significant investment in Drake winning versus Kendrick Lamar, or at least coming out like it, making it look even, like they on the same level, they don't want a landslide from Kendrick, and they definitely don't want allegations like what's being thrown around about Drake out, for the long-term investment. So you got to understand, if you gave somebody $400 million, how would you feel? What would you be willing to do to protect it? What would you be willing to do? Are you expecting $400 million back if you give somebody $400 million? No. If I give you $400 million, I'm trying to get $1 billion back. I'm trying to get my investment to flip. So they're looking at it from the same perspective. It's business. And they're very, very, very invested in what Drake got going on. So that's his deal, man. You guys got to look at it from a broader perspective. Stop looking at it from the small perspective. Because it's a lot of different things going on. So it's really Kendrick Lamar versus the music industry. And this is why Kendrick is saying all these lines like, show me your splits. I promise I'll double back with you. Like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Pause. No Diddy. You know what I mean? So that's why Kendrick is saying all these F the industry lines in these songs. When he's saying F the industry and all that, that's the reason why, bro. Because he knows what's going on behind the scenes. He knows that y'all investing in this dude long term and y'all don't own nothing from me. So, of course, in the short term, the publishing and the licensing money that the UMG is making off Kendrick because they have a publishing deal with Kendrick, they like that. But in the long term, we own Drake. Like, we own Drake's everything. So I want Drake to either be even or come out on top. And I don't want his brand to be tarnished to the point where we can't make money on him after this. We want to use this as promotion for what comes next. And that's what's going on, bro. So there you guys have it, man. That's Drake's record deal. He don't own nothing. From what I'm reading in this article, Drake don't own nothing in his career. He has to do what he's told. And it's important to remember this too, and I'm going to leave it at this. When you start seeing images of grown men, 40-year-old men painting their fingernails and wearing barrettes in their hair and hanging out with certain type of people, it's a reason why. It's an agenda being pushed, bro. So I'm going to leave that there, man. That's all I got for you guys. Urban Legend with Evans, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here.